Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Metal Magdalene with Jet right here on Metal Messiah Radio. Today we have with us a special guest. We have Olaf, as many of us know him as Dario Light, of the German metal band Musical Massacre. Welcome to the show, Olaf.
Thanks, Jet, and for having me.
So, hey,
For us, at least.
right. So, Musical Massacre, metal band based out of Germany, formed back in 1990, split up, reformed in like 2011-ish. So what can you tell us about the history of the band prior to the breakup, Dario?
It actually started out in 1988 under the name of Bloodbath, and history says that it is the first East German death metal band ever.
Wow.
So, and later it turned into Musical Massacre in the 90s, and I wasn't in the band then, back then. I just did the first demo tape on my 4-track back. So I just got in the band on the reunion in 2012.
So what were you doing prior to joining Musical Massacre, and what led you to join up with them in 2012, Olaf?
I was in the 90s in a thrash metal band called Death Trap, which also split up in 91, I think. And after that, I'm doing just regular fan as everyone else. I wasn't in the scene until I met Andre Beck. And he told me that he wants to do Musical Massacre as a one-piece with the technology that is given today. So he had the idea to do it as a one-piece at first, the reunion thing. And we talked and jammed a little bit, and yeah, then we decided to do it as a full band.
And so explain to the people, what kind of music Musical Massacre plays.
I would say it's mostly old school death metal in the veins of Bolthrow for sure, and we are often compared to old Autopsy too. So it's kind of that's mid-tempo, slow, old school death metal, as I said, in the veins of Bolthrow.
And now you guys released your first full-length album in 2015, so tell us a little bit what that album was all about.
That's mostly the songs, the original songs we did after the reunion, and also some of the old songs redone. So the old stuff is really not the best quality, and also most of the lyrics were lost, so we had to redo all the old songs, and the new stuff is came about since the reunion. We did those songs and then fixed them and put it on those albums.
Now, have you guys been doing any kinds of touring? What have you been doing in between albums?
We just play some assorted shows to promote the album. Touring isn't not possible due to our daytime jobs. We all had jobs and family, and it's not possible to do a full tour. But we did some assorted shows promoting the album, or do our best to be present on the live scene around our area here.
What's the current lineup?
The current lineup, we have since the last year, since now, it's about, let me think.
We're in 2018 now.
2018, yeah. Now we just had, since the end of 2016, we had a new singer, Markus. He's also in another band called Panzerkreuzer. And we're very lucky to have him, because we looking since Michael left the band for a new singer and couldn't find one. And we all are big fans of Panzerkreuz, so it came natural to ask him. And to our surprise, he agreed to do both bands. Marcus on vocals. Andre is a member, original member from back in the 90s, and also Uwe on bass is an original member from the 90s. And we had David on drums. He's our youngest member, and myself on guitar. So.
Now, is this the same lineup that plays on your current album?
Yeah, that's definitely the actual lineup.
So now tell us about that. Your second full-length album, Off to War. Tell us a little bit about, what this album is about, Olaf.
Yeah, as the album title says, Off to War, it's kind of the same as the previous one. It's all mostly on war-themed lyrics, and the music fits this theme very well. So you got that groove like Rolling Tanks, for sure. And this is what's all about, Off to War. It's not that we glorify the war, or it's just we deal, and we're all interested in those war things and put it into our lyrics. So yeah, it's all about let's not war itself, but around the war themes, as a technical sides and battles and so stuff. And history for sure. It's all.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. It kind of, all of the music from the band always reminds me of the historical aspects of war.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit. Speaking of historical aspects of war, so tell us a little bit about now the cover artwork. What it depicts and how it pertains to the material in this album, Olaf.
Yeah, the artwork is actually from World War One, and most bands, or a lot of bands, using World War II as a main theme, and we want to step a little bit back from this in terms of the cover. Songs, titles like Atlantic War or Hood's End deal with World War II themes, for sure. But the cover had to step back, and it's a thing from World War One. And a little joke no one noticed yet is on the upper left side, you can see the same tank as Memoriam used on the T-shirt motifs.
That's kind of cool.
It's a little tribute, and this is kind of between a bond between old Bortrau Memoriam now and our sound. So we did a little tribute into this, and no one noticed yet.
Well, we will now. So, when you guys write these albums, how do you all get together in the writing process, and how long did it take for you guys to write this particular album, the new one?
It took about 2 years since the last album. When the last album came out, we already started working on new tracks, and usually we jam them in the old school way. Someone came up with a riff or a drum beat, and it did jammed out. No modern technology like Guitar Pro or stuff is used. We jammed it all out the old school way, until all were satisfied with the song, and then it laid down as a rehearsal track or rehearsal tape or whatever, and it been worked out till the finished album version.
Now, where did you guys record this, and is this like something that you self-produced?
Yeah, we had a little studio which refers to the first band name Bloodbath. And we did all our stuff on ourselves, and just the mixing and mastering duties we will hand out to Patrick V. Engel. So yeah.
And now, were there any guests on this album?
Yeah, I guess on this album we had always, even on the first record, we had the, well, let's say, not joke, but yeah, we had that feeling that we needed something extra, or let friends of ours or people that we liked participate. And on the first record, on the title track, we had Burby from Malaysian Deathhole Humiliation, and we thought, yeah, we needed someone for the title track on this one. So the idea kept up, or my idea was it to call David Ingram, and the lads said, "What, you nuts?" I say, just ask." And we sent them the rough track from the studio, and to our surprise, he agreed, and he did some lines in the title track. And also we had a cover version on this album, which is on of a band. Well, Marcus was in the past one of his previous bands, and we had his former guitar player doing some guest vocals on this one. And on the track Death Row, my youngest daughter, she had a little guest spot there. Yeah, so it's all three guest parts, if you say so.
Now, how did you guys approach this album musically, and how would you describe how it sounds?
It sounds very old-fashioned, I would say, which was our goal to reach this. And yeah, we keep it very much the old school way in terms of producing. We record all things live in the studio, separate each instrument for sure, but live. No, as I said, no technology with reamping or any stuff is used. Very much the old school way. And due to we have our own studio, so we can take our time as long as it takes. So no hurry, no need to pressure or anything. We just let ourselves go and doing this as long as it takes to keep the result we want to have.
And now, can people still pick up a copy of this album?
Yeah, sure. It's only released as physical copies and no digital. This time we had that, yeah. Well, don't say it. The word is up now. Yeah, we had no luck with distributing the first one as digital, so only the old school way with doing physical copies. And yeah, just hit us up on Facebook or Google us or on the label page. Yeah.
And so is that the best places for people to learn more about the band then? Would it be from Facebook? Do you guys have any other websites out there?
Yeah, we just have a German website, Facebook, and that's the easiest way to connect with us. I'm always there for people who message me or message on the band page. So, yeah.
All right, well, there you have it. Musical Massacre from Germany, their latest album out called Off to War. You can check them out on Facebook, and if you want to pick up a copy of the new album, which we're going to be playing some tracks here tonight on the show anyways, you could just hit them up on Facebook page, and they'll get that out to you. And Olaf, thank you so much for taking the time to come on this show, tell us a little bit about the band and the new album, and all the best to you guys.
Yeah, thanks. My pleasure. It was nice